To break all of this down, we have Michael Maibach, who joins us in the studio. He's a former president and the CEO of the European American Business Council. Michael, great to have you back. How realistic is Johnson's threat to call for general elections, and what impact would that have on Britain's exit from the European Union?
Well, it's very dramatic, just like prolonging the parliament, which is happening next week, because the Queen allowed it. It hasn't happened since 1948. But I think it's the only thing he can do. His entire strategy was, he was for Brexit. Mrs. May did not support it. He's the new prime minister. He's pledged to do what the people voted to do 3 years ago, which hasn't been done. And now the opposition is trying to undermine his plan between now and October 31st to use that deadline to change the EU negotiation.
Is his strategy here working with Parliament? And what do you how would you contrast that to his predecessor, Theresa May? Is it working for him?
Well, she was totally a failure at this task of almost 3 years, so it's hard to contrast that favorably. I think he is very focused on results, on getting this done, and he's going to roll the dice. The people that are opposed to this, and therefore they're trying to extend it 3 months, they really just don't want Brexit to happen, because they've had 3 years and nothing has happened. So I think he's doing what he has to do to reach his goal. Whether he reaches it or not is a big question. The Parliament's not helping, but of course he's got them on hold starting next week.
8 weeks to go. Is it looking more and more likely that we will not see a deal?
I think the odds have always been, since he came in as prime minister, that we'll have a hard Brexit, which no one should want. But the EU, I think, has been trying to make an example of the UK. You know, the EU is a peace process, which resulted from a dislike of nationalism, which brought on 2 world wars. Brexit really is, for Brussels, a nationalistic thing.
And are the forecasts of Britain crashing out of the European Union, are they as scary as economists and researchers are making them out to be? Would it have a catastrophic economic impact, and I mean, not just economically, but also just at the border?
Right. Without a free trade agreement with the EU, there will be major dislocations. It'll hurt the financial community and the city of London for sure. People are already moving out to Frankfurt and other places. It's going to hurt everybody on both sides. That's why if the business people had pushed harder on Brussels, I think we'd have a free trade agreement.
All right. Michael Maibach, great to have you back. Thanks for your analysis.